All right, so Shalom. So look, this is going to be a really quick lesson, right? It's going to be lightning fast, right? I'm waiting on my coworker to come back with some supplies, right? Then I got to get right back to work. But first, let me just tell you all what I've been doing recently, right? I've just been working. That's it. I've been working for the past 2 days. I was supposed to drop a message on Wednesday. Wasn't able to do it. I've been working for the past 2 days, all the way to almost midnight, okay? So, no, you don't have to know what I'm doing. It's none of your business, right? None of your business, right? But I've been working, right? There's a cloud of witnesses around us, around me and my coworkers. They're watching us work, okay? So I'm waiting on my brother right now to come back with some of the supplies. But we got to shut it down early tonight because tonight will be the Shabbat, right? So we're going to try to shut it down. If we can't, we can't. But, we're going to do our best to try and shut it down before the sun goes down, okay? Now, I've noticed that the last two messages hurt a lot of people, right? I've been getting a lot of shady looks and a lot of people have been feeling some type of way about the last two messages, specifically the last one, right? Well, I can't do nothing about that because that's the word. That's Paul talking. Paul was talking and Christ is talking, and what a lot of people don't understand is the New Testament, it hurts more than the Old Testament. Let me repeat that because a lot of people don't know this, and I said this before. The New Testament is more painful than the Old Testament, right? The words in red are the most painful things that you can ever hear because Christ is actually God talking in the flesh, and he's pretty much talking about the hearts of men and women. See, we all get offended when we know that that's our heart, right? So, but let's get right into this, right? Because, like I said, once the materials come back, we got to go at it again. So, the title of this message is Offended. Now, I just want to say, that's all I've been doing is working. I haven't been speaking to anyone other than the two brothers, the two co-workers that I've been working with for the past couple of days, my wife, people in a specific building that I go to see a family member. That's really about, I have had no interactions really with the outside world, with people that I don't really know. I haven't been doing any tough guy stuff. None of the above. I've simply been working. That's it. And I just haven't had time. Nobody, please don't put me in a category that I'm not built for, or don't put me in a category that I don't belong in. Okay? I'm a peaceful man, and all I'm doing is working, and I just didn't have time to make my Wednesday lesson. That's all. That's all. Right? And I won't be able to bring a lesson until Sunday if I don't bring this right now. So I'm trying to put this in here before RZA get back with the materials, because then we got to go straight in. Okay? The title of this message is Offended. Okay? Luke 7:23. These are straightforward verses, straight to the point scriptures. Luke 7:23. It's the Messiah talking. He says, "And blessed is the one who is not offended by me." That's it. So I'm not going to the verse above it or the verse beneath it. Christ said, "Blessed is the one who's not offended of me." So you have to understand something. I speak the words of Christ, just as Paul spoke the words of Christ. So you have to understand that that's all we're doing, is speaking the words of Christ. So it's not me who's actually offending you, it's Christ. Okay? Many of you all out there have to be sterner stuff up here, okay? Because when these things hit the fan, a lot of people are going to become faint-hearted. All right? So if something that the scripture is saying is going to offend you, are you mentally prepared for the things that's coming down the pike? Okay? Now, one of the problems that we've had, and we know we have multiple problems, which is the reason why it's not going to stop until Christ comes back, because there's constant problems. I thought that one of the main problems that we had is that we have not seen God. No one has seen God. I haven't seen God. Many of you all have not seen God, right? So there's also another problem, right? And that problem is how wickedness is spread about throughout mankind and amongst Israel. Because, see, you have the world, right? The exterior world. Listen carefully, black people. Because you have the exterior world, which is all the nations and all the other nations. And then you have the interior world, which is the world of the Israelites. Okay? So they're two different worlds. See, now what you need to understand is, let's go to Matthew 24 and 12. Let me talk about the exterior and the interior world together, because Christ made a statement. He was talking about both worlds, exterior and interior world. And he's going to say, because of the multiplication of wickedness, the love of most will grow cold. Let me repeat that. He says, because of the multiplication of wickedness, the love of most will grow cold. So Christ is talking about the entire planet. He's talking about the exterior world of the Gentiles, the other nations, and he's also talking about the interior world of the Israelites, the 12 tribes. Now, this next scripture is only going to refer to the world of the Israelites. Once again, actually, you know what? See, that's why I understand the law was given to the Israelites. But see, this is what people don't understand. Whoever doesn't follow the law will get judged. It's true. See, there's a judgment for whoever doesn't follow the commandments, right? I don't want to get... Young lady, you want me to move?
No, my car in the shop up the street.
All right, just let me know, all right?
Have it later.
All right. So listen. I'm working on, you got people. Let me throw a little short story in here real quick, right? I'm working on a block. I don't personally live on this block, right? So let me give you, what y'all call it? Y'all call it like a skit? Or what's that y'all call that, y'all folks, when y'all do that on Instagram and on Facebook? When you just like make a skit? All right, so this is not a true story. What I'm about to tell you is not a true story, right? It's just like a kind of a vocal skit. Like I'm trying to make a point here, right? So I move on the block, right? And once again, this is not a true story. I move on the block. An older woman, I double park, right? Matter of fact, I'm not living on the block. Let's say I don't live on the block. I'm just doing work on the block, which that part is true. And I'm going to double park, right? I'm going to double park on the block. I stay double parked for a long period of time. The older women around, they have a problem. They have an issue with me being double parked. They hoot and holler amongst one another. I don't know why he's parked there and blah, blah. I couldn't even park my car, right? So now, I see them, me and the coworkers, we see them complaining, we see them hooting and hollering, right? And I go over and I say, I wave, I introduce myself. And if I've caused any offense, I apologize, right? And, she says, let's say the older woman says, who's boss around here? And I say, well, Miss Such and Such, how long have you been living around here? And she says, 52 years. I've been around here for 52 years and blah, blah, blah. I said, well, Miss Such and Such, that makes you the boss. Let me find a parking spot. I get out the double parking area. Let me find a parking spot and go park me somewhere out of the way, right? That's how you handle the problem, right? And if there's people that have been on the block before you, or people that that have been living on this block, and you show them their respect. You don't, especially if it's elderly women, you don't argue, whether they're wrong or not. Was me being double parked, was it really a problem? Probably not, but When you double park somewhere, it in a way, it's kind of a sense of authority in how most people look at it. I don't view it that way, but a lot of people do. So what do? I just kindly move my car. That's all. It's no big deal, right? So now, Matthew 24:12 was in reference to both worlds, the exterior world with the other nations and the interior world with the Israelites. Deuteronomy 28:54 that I'm about to read is only pertaining to the Israelites. It says, even the most gentle and sensitive man among you will have no compassion on his brother or his wife he loves or his surviving children. Wow. Now, I want y'all to listen to that again, because I'm going to read that again. This is pertaining to us as Israelites. It says, even the most gentle and sensitive man among you will have no compassion on his brother. So you're wondering why the murders, because a lot of people out here are attempting to stop the murders. The murders are going to increase. How do we know? Because Christ already explained to us in Matthew 24:12, where it says, because of the multiplication of wickedness, the love of most will grow cold. Think about it. You Negroes can't even talk about love on Instagram or Facebook, can you? Many of you are afraid to do that. You know why? Because if you do it, somebody might think you a sucker because you mentioned the word love. Might throw hands and feet on you if you keep talking about love. Never going to give you any respect, right? So, but that's the problem with a lot of our people. You don't your hearts are growing cold. And just like Deuteronomy said, right? Because a lot of people think that, oh, these guys is gangsters when they're going around and shooting people four or five times and killing them and all of this stuff, right? But let me tell you something. The Deuteronomy 28:54 says, even the most gentle and sensitive man. So in this case, gentle and sensitive is talking about soft-hearted. It's not talking about being a gangster. That's the reason why it says, even the most gentle and sensitive man among you will have no compassion. See? There's no compassion. Now, let's go back up to what the Messiah said again. Because of the multiplication of wickedness, the love of many will grow cold. Love and compassion are interchangeable. See, there's no compassion or love amongst us black folks, right? You got the exterior world hating us, and then you have us ourselves, our own selves in the interior world hating us. We do all, and then soon as somebody think that you talking about them, or you're speaking about the scriptures. There's Negroes are so gentle and sensitive and soft-hearted, and they're so easy to shake that as soon as they think you're talking about them, they feel as though they have to retaliate in some type of manner, whether it be physically, whether it be emotionally, whether it be with things that they type or say, or just things that they do, right? See, this is the soft character of. That's why I say, like, some of the brothers, like I see how. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to go into that, but now. Not all of our brothers are like that, but a lot of them. And then mainly the young brothers that's coming up. I want to find that verse, okay? I'm about to end this, but I want to find that verse. Because that's going to put a cap on this short lesson. Give me a minute. Now, listen very carefully. I had to top it off with this scripture. And I was only going to read one of them. But I'm going to read two of them. I'm going to read the one after it too. Now, I'm trying to tell y'all, these scriptures are so powerful, and I want y'all to pay attention. Now, we're going to go to the book. We're going to go to the Apocryphal, right? We're going to go to the Apocryphal, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to go to 2nd Ezra 5, chapter 5, and we're going to read verses 8 and 9. Let me see. Is that all I want? We're actually going to read 5 through 10. Give me 1 minute, Dave.
Okay.
You want to go in?
Yeah.
All right. Hold up. I'll go with some keys. There's a... Open it up and get out the sun. Hopefully that's the key right there. Oh, just get out the sun, because the sun ain't no shade over there. Listen to the scripture, y'all. The Apocryphal Scroll, 2 Esdras, chapter 5, 8 through 10. And it says, there shall be a confusion also. Talking about these end days. The days to come, now and more so the days to come. There shall be a confusion also in many places across the planet, and fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places. Animals, even today, you see animals outside of their original habitat. And menstruous women shall bring forth monsters, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. Women are going to have children that are going to be out of control. If you black women